Am I recording? Yes. Deadpool. New movie, exciting times. Landscape page, use a pencil eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. So, start with his face, head area type thing. So, let's try this. So, his eyes. So we'll start with the eyes. Center point of my page is about here. Just along this halfway line of my page is where I'm going to place his eyes. So let's go for this. Up and across. And we'll just curve it around back into the corner there. So we want to give him a sort of a frowning line, right? So coming across the top here, like that. And this joins the sort of like his lines around his eyes and stuff. There's like an eyelid line here, here, kind of around the base of his eye there. Right, I'm going to do this over this side as well. You're about eye width over, so you're about the width of the eye between the eyes, and you do that again, basically. Right, you want to do that sort of frowning section. Right, and he's got maybe some eyelid, eye socket lines. Then we have to do those shapes that are around his head, right? So it's like the black sections, right? So it goes like down towards that frown diagonally here first. And then it goes back in to there, changes direction up here as well, and then comes back down. And then there's this sort of section around his eyes, so it like comes down to his eyebrow. And then here around his eye socket, there's another sort of ridge area. And then goes down that way. Okay, and it's all sort of dark in here. Right, so we do the same thing over this side. So we go sort of around his cheek. Up like that. You're just basically copying the other side. Trying your best. Then we add these sort of angled lines. So just coming around the eye, another eye down that way. Another line, sorry, another eye. And then coming down his cheek, curves this way, around here, another one. It's kind of like an eye socket area. Right, so head and face. So you can't really see, like, no nose to speak of, right? So just we'll go down here and add like the chin area, right? And it's relatively square down there, right? And the top of his head is about there, but it's like it's a bit higher up because he's like leaning forward a little bit. So say like from the chin there to the eyes, that'll bring you to where the normal part of the head would be, but because he's tilted forward, it's a little bit higher than this. So I'd say maybe chin to like maybe top of his maybe here is about halfway. So like that and that will bring it to like the top of his head, right? So like the eyes are a little bit lower down than halfway because we have a head tilt forward, so it's a bit of perspective. Normally eyes are halfway. So I'd say here's halfway. Okay. So that and that are about the same. Right? So here, because of our head tilt, okay? So we're going to try and bring this together with Jaws and the side of his head. Not Jaws the shark, just his jaws. Lol. And then this goes up the side. Right? Okay, feels like his jaws. And this is going to keep going around. Right, I'm going all the way around the head now. And on Deadpool, it's not like perfectly round at the top because we've got these lines that come up here. Right, so you got these little angles that sort of go up there, right? So it's like these little bumps, and then they have lines that go down the face that way, kind of like stitching or something. And then this continues down to his chin, down there. Okay. And then you could have like, just like a light line maybe for where his nose is. Some more sort of frowns here. You know, some wrinkles on the mask and stuff. Right, just to show that there's a bit of anatomy going on around. And some like textures and darts and stuff always helps with superheroes. So that's his head. So now, double samurai sword pose. So neck. So his fabric's quite loose on his collar. So we got this bumping line coming down this way, right? And then the collar comes around here. And it's all red armor, right? So goes in, and then these sort of necklines and stuff bump around. So his body comes down in like a Y shape. So I guess chest armor maybe first, right? So we got like these sort of clips here that are attaching his chest armor together. Two rectangles just coming down like this. And then this, so we got a strap coming along, but we'll do the chest plates first. I think it like just goes out this way and then back up towards the middle, right? So right, so there's like the chest armor. So we'll go sort of an edge line to it as well. And there's like a black section there. We do the same roughly on this side. This one goes underneath a strap on his shoulder, so it's not the exact same. But it's roughly similar. Rim lines and edge lines and stuff. And then, so his body is like coming down like a Y sort of a shape, right? So it kind of bumps down this way because his arms are like above his head. So say, and then red sort of ab armor here. And there's a strap that comes across the chest, but we'll just add this first. I'm not sure if there's more detail there or less, but we'll just add some abdominal muscles, maybe. Edge lines to the armor. Now, oh yeah, there's straps that come across here with like buckles on them. So his shoulders are quite high up. So we got his like trapezius sort of here, and then there is a strap that comes across this way for his weaponry. And again, little edge lines and stitching lines sort of help everything look a bit better. And this goes down this way. It's got like a buckle here. And this strap, I think it goes all the way across here. So like you might have to raise some stuff. So this will just cut across his chest, going that way. Right, so anything under here be like, that'd be all colored black, obviously. You won't be able to see that stuff. And then the shoulder. So shoulder bump there. And then this side, similar situation. Arm goes this way. So we meet shoulder and then bicep. 2 bumps there. The bicep always sort of bumps up real high like that. And then the armpit is there, and then his tricep goes up this way. It goes all the way up to his elbow. He's got some straps across, but we'll just get like the main shape first. His elbow's there. Right, he's got like just where the bicep meets the forearm, right? So the forearm is like there somewhere. There's like this black strap or something coming around the arm. Okay, and then his forearms will just go up here towards his wrist. And he's got another strap on the wrist. But before we do that, we'll add detail to the chest. Like across this section before we finish those arms. Okay, so say that like wrist starts here. Just mark that off. So there's a bit more detail in here now. So he's got like black shoulder armor on. So like a shoulder plate. Runs down his bicep, it looks like. There. It's got a bit of an edge. Armpit area. And he's got like a black line there. And like maybe like a bicep sort of line that way. Lots of little armpit lines here. The fold lines of his clothing. Folds around here. I think there's like a red line here. Like armpits, black line, bicep line. Folding lines that way. And like textures and stuff on the chest armor is always useful, like scratches and stuff, just to show that he's like banged up a little bit. Like that. Right, so then hands and blades. So blades come down into here, so the hands are just like right beside his head, sort of here. So that strap first that he has on his wrists, kind of here. So a little trick for wrists is like add something like this, like your wrist bones here, these two. And then this wrist strap goes around that way. Like little lines on it. And then his palm of his hand. So you palm your hand is always this kind of W sort of shape like that. Okay, normally. Right, and then this comes out for your thumb. Bumps around, usually goes back into the palm of the hand there. And he's got a glove on, so it's kind of got this black line on it. And the side of the hand goes up behind the handle. So the handle comes out from his hands here somewhere. So say imagine it keeps going and then his little finger bumps around 4 times, right? Right, we keep going. These have like knuckle lines and stuff. Right, and then the handle. So we want our handle to go up to here, right? And it's kind of got an end to it here like this. And it's kind of curved, so it doesn't have to be like straight. And it can be bumpy because it's got fabric on it. They're Japanese swords, really. Go down that way. And then a little golden end here. And normally these things have diamonds on them. Little texture lines on the edge. Like that, sort of. And then, so we got like black on the palm of the hand, black and red. And then the handle continues to the hilt, right? So it comes down this way, the silver gold section curves around here. And then around here. And then we want the sword part to come down again. It's kind of curved, so there, and that way, and then there's like another line on it there. It's an awkward angle when you're right-handed to draw, but just fix it up here a little bit. Okay, so then we're going to attempt to do this over here. So we got that wrist strap again. Right, and then the palm of the hand, this sort of W bumping shape, and this always joins the thumb on this side and the pinky on that side, right? So here we just do kind of the same sort of shape again. So out for his thumb, knuckles, in there, and then again, like the blade, the handle of the sword, it comes out around from the palm there somewhere. So this comes up the side of the hand, meets the handle there, I'd say, and then his pinky, knuckles, ring finger, middle finger, index. Like so. And then like palm of his hand has this black line on it. And the sword about the same height, so we'll go up here and curve this back into the handle. Again, it's actually tricky to draw these sort of shapes. Some people might use a ruler if they wanted to keep it like dead straight, you know. But not us. So, not me at least. Right, and then boop, boop. The fabric lines on the side. Do, 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 do. Okay. Now the blade itself. So we got the hilt just coming down here. Again, like a little sort of oval coming around. Then it has an edge. And because I'm right-handed, this side of the sword might be a bit easier for me. And it is. It's funny how that happens, like how you're, you know, physically like drawn on the page. Some people have probably turned the page. I can't, obviously. But that was way easier than doing that side. Weird. Yeah, I guess it's easier going that way than that way. Is that the same for everyone? Is that the same for you? Like, if you went that way, like, which one was harder? I wonder. No one will answer that question, but I wonder if it's like my messed up shoulders or something that just can't. I just gotta dislocate my shoulder to draw that line. How committed am I to art? Dislocating shoulder now. Deadpool to do it. Anyway, talking to myself now. So, I think I'll leave it there. Deadpool. Looking forward to the new movie. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.